Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the A Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel, which is what you're listening to now. But also, if you like life, relationship, or business coaching, or entertainment coaching for that matter, go on over to my coaching channel, Golden Opportunities Coaching. Find out how to work together, make life a better thing overall for yourself in 2021. But this is the NXT review. They're building pretty okay to the stand and deliver build for the Takeover show WrestleMania week. I think there's going to be like 9 days of wrestling or something like that in a row during that week, which I mean is good for content for YouTubers like me, but I don't know that it's good for their ratings and or the talent. Anyway, show opens with Finn Balor in ring, cuts a promo. He runs down the list of everyone he's defeated. To retain the title, Balor says that Karrion Kross is up, and he says Kross's time is up. This brings him out. Scarlett comes with him. Kross basically says that this is his time. He says everybody needs to know who the real champion is around here. Kross never lost the title because it was taken away by injury, so I assume he's getting it back. Balor has something to say. He says no one has the guts to tell Kross Balor is the champion and that Kross doesn't have what it takes. Kross said Balor will know what it feels like, and when Kross chokes him out, Balor tells Kross he would be in the main event at TakeOver and he'd be the one to choke. Scarlett then said she's already seen the battle in the cards. Two champions both draped in gold and the world in awe. It happens for a reason. Um, who knows? I guess that means maybe she's going to wrestle now and win the women's championship. Anyway, NXT Tag Team Champions Burch and Lorcan interrupt everyone in the ring. They cut a promo on Balor and Kross, saying their stablemate Pete Dunne could easily beat the champion and the challenger. Scarlett challenged Burke and Lauren to put the tag belts on the line against Balor and Kross, which is just stupid. Why do we book this? Hey, people don't get along, so let's have them be partners because it's 1994 and we're trying to be ECW edgy. Right. Anyway, so then they go, she tries to seduce them into accepting the challenge. Scarlett questions their manhood. She agrees. They agree to the tag title match later to prove her wrong. And match is set. Dexter Lumis defeats Austin Theory. Yet another waste of a talent. Austin Theory, probably one of the better young talents they have. WWE doesn't know what to do with young talent. It hasn't for the last 20 years. So, of course, he's doing the job to a guy who is nothing more than a ripoff Undertaker meets Kane meets Mankind gimmick with serial killer tendencies. Anyway, Loomis puts Theory to sleep to win the match pretty quickly. Theory is by himself, not with the Gargano clan. So maybe there's issues there. Johnny and the rest of the clan were not in the building. There's a video, maybe one of them was one of the COVID effects. Gargano said he could, that Theory could do this on his own. I don't know. I mean, they had to do something to fill for the COVID deal. There's the short story that Loomis doesn't like Theory. Theory tried to make friends with Loomis when he was kidnapped, and yada yada. Fire from Theory in the early portion of the contest. He battles with Loomis through picture in picture. Loomis makes a comeback, and Theory bumped and fed. And then there's a slingshot suplex that looks like it's stolen from Tully Blanchard, who probably was on the other channel at the time. Not when this was taking place. But Tully's promo was better than anything on NXT tonight anyway. Loomis climbs the turnbuckle and goes for a double stomp. He rolls through. Theory moves out of the way. Theory fires up, leading to delivering a modified choke slam kind of thing. Loomis begins to fight back and nails Theory with a lariat, and then Theory goes down hard. hugs him. Loomis snaps on him and hits his finisher. Theory escapes. Loomis counters again, locks in the sleeper, and Theory has been put to sleep. Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher were not here tonight. Ciampa blamed Imperium, and he said they are really messed up. Cole and O'Reilly are on a collision course with each other. Adam Cole's in the ring for promo. He said he was never mad at Kyle O'Reilly. He just didn't need him anymore. He said that was before O'Reilly cost him the NXT title. Cole called him a little punk before saying that O'Reilly knew deep down in his heart that he was jealous of Cole. Cole said he'd signed his death warrant. Cole doesn't care if O'Reilly's medically cleared or not. He'll come after him. Regal said O'Reilly was banned from the building for tonight, at least in person, but he was there on video screen. O'Reilly pops up, cuts a virtual promo, so maybe he has COVID too. Who knows? Anyway, O'Reilly said he will not rest until he ends Cole. They're friends for 11 years. Cole tried to double-cross him and end his career in the process. O'Reilly is willing to do whatever he has to in order to end Cole. Legado del Fantasma, Mendoza, and Wilde with Santanos Escobar defeats Breezango, Tyler Breeze, and Fandango. Mendoza fins Breeze in an okay match, I guess. I mean, it kind of feels flat. So then they go through the commercial break before Hot Tag. Breeze tags in, cleans house on the foreign heel faction. Breeze locks in a single leg crab on Wild and then transitions. He gets sent over the top rope, blind tag by the heels. Breeze is unaware. Heels double team him with a flying kick sweep combo, and Mendoza covers Breeze for the pinfall. Escobar post-match announces where Jordan Devlin is since he arrived at the building. Devlin has his own version of Cruiserweight belt, which he never actually lost. And then he and Escobar have a confrontation. Devlin tells Escobar that the ace is back in town. Throws the replica belt in the trash. Interesting line, because the real champ is back, according to Devlin. Escobar enters back saying he redefined what it means to be Cruiserweight champion. And he's glad that Devlin will never have his title. Escobar tells Devlin to wrap up his business in the UK and come back to face him. Escobar challenged Devlin to a title match takeover. And Escobar said they would settle it once and for all, face to face. Devlin headbutts Escobar. Blah blah. I don't know. Devlin having the sexual impropriety issues that he had doesn't impress me. Escobar has not impressed me. The Cruiserweight division has kind of died a death again, honestly. Devlin leaves the ring. Escobar sells big with some fake blood coming out of his mouth. Some people like this. I didn't. It feels like they're trying too hard. Dakota Kai with Raquel Gonzalez defeats Zoe Stark in a nothing match. Kai pins Stark in a just really feels like a throwaway. Stark is mostly in control. Kai cuts her off. Kai goes to work over Stark's all over the body. Commercial break. Stark fires up and hits a plancha over the ropes. Kai was getting heat on Stark when the show returns. Stark fires up again, so we do 2 hope spots after 2 mini heat spots, so we don't even know how to pace a match anymore. Anyway, she gets a near fall on Kai. Stark is then tripped by Kai and follows up with a shot to the apron. Stark springboards back into the ring. Kai cuts her down with a super kick And then near fall, near fall, near fall. NXT Women's Champion Io Shirai is close by. Um, Rolling Fireman's carried by Stark. She trips on the turnbuckles. Kai executes the go to kick and covers her and gets the win. Io Shirai comes out with contract in hand. She says she looks like she's there for Kai, but walks over, hands the contract to Gonzalez. Shirai defending the title against Gonzalez in the near future. I apparently would think TakeOver, but maybe sooner, who knows. MSK featured in a video package. Grizzled Young Veterans come out in a pre-tape promo. MSK fooled them last week. Grizzled Young Veterans are very angry about being made fools of. Tommaso Ciampa beats Marcel Bartel with Ankner. Ciampa pins Bartel. Walter appears in the building after the match to confront Ciampa. This could be a good match. During Imperium's entrance, Ciampa attacked Ankner with a chair. Ciampa also jumps Martel, and match is on. Brawl almost the entire time. Bartel turns it into more of a wrestling bout. Ciampa is there to brawl, and he continues to do exactly that. Ciampa comes back with a bunch of knee strikes on Bartel, and then one actually knocks Ankner off the apron. Ciampa hits a German suplex and then executes the Widow's Peak. Ciampa covers Bartel for the pinfall win. Walter comes back. The lights go dark. Walter enters the scene. He marches to the ring where he confronts Ciampa. Bartel and Ankner in a sneak attack jump Ciampa. He tries to fight them off, but no match for the 3-on-1. Walter chops down Ciampa and power bombs him. Imperium stands over him. LA Knight's headed to the ring, but stops to cut a promo. And behind him was Bronson Reed entering his locker room. This is just goofy, and why are you debuting a guy this way? Really stupid. Gargano and Candice LeRae are advertising, cutting promo, putting each other over, and in the name of Dairy Queen or another fast food joint, they talk about happy places while at a table with some DQ products. Stupid. Anyway, LA Knight defeats August Gray. Knight pins Gray. Reed causes a distraction, and Knight isn't happy with this. Knight beats Gray like he's some sort of enhancement talent there. But, I mean, that's where that goes. Gray gets a near fall with a schoolboy. Knight comes back, finishes the match with a Hammerlock DDT. Next week on NXT, Kai and Gonzalez versus Shirai and Stark. Kai reveals the news in a backstage interview. Regal says there's a solution for the Cole O'Reilly situation. He'll tell us next week. And then we go to, I guess you'd say the main event, maybe. NXT Tag Champs Burch and Lorcan against Balor and Karrion Kross with Scarlett. Meh. I mean, you know where this is going before it even begins. Obviously, it's a square off with Balor and Kross. Wrestling is so predictable now. See, it used to be predictable fun. Like, you could see it coming for weeks, but you cared about how they got there. Now, every angle has been so overdone and so oversaturated that you have to be mentally slow to care about their storylines. Like, I don't understand where the sense of urgency or surprise or joy or any of that is. It just doesn't make sense. And the other part of it, too, is the talents all feel like they're, I don't even want to say stale, but it's like Finn Balor's a great wrestler. I enjoy Finn, called one of his first few matches in the U.S., but at the same time, Does anyone care if he wins or loses at the takeover? Not really. I mean, you expect Cross to win because he never lost before, but also because the build up for these, um, you know, takeover type things is that they do their big angles there, and nothing really matters the rest of the time. It's just wrestling has become so predictable and flat and unenjoyable. Anyway, so as mentioned, main event. Lorcan pins Balor after Cross turns on Balor. Big surprise there. Um, Birch leaves the match potentially with an injury. Champions retain the titles. Cross looks decent from the outset during the early portion of the match. Uh, Birch suffers some sort of injury. Cross stands in one corner with Balor. Referees checking on Birch. Show cuts to commercial. Balor hits. Balor tags in, and during the picture-in-picture commercial break, Lorcan is able to turn things in his favor. Heat on Balor for a little while, works him over. Lorcan was alone by this point. Birch being examined by a medical professional, maybe a concussion, who knows. Birch would never return to the match, so apparently a legit injury or a really bizarre angle. Balor with a Pele kick drops Lorcan in his tracks. Balor launches into a full comeback mode. Lorcan is set outside. Balor gives him a sling blade on the floor. Balor shoots Lorcan in with a shotgun dropkick, and then Balor dropkicks Lorcan. Lorcan crashes into Scarlett. She bumps off to the floor. Balor seems momentarily remorseful. Cross sees Scarlett go down, and Balor near her. Cross attacks Balor for going near his woman, a la Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, 1989. What's old is new again, folks. He rams him into the barricade. Cross rolls Balor back into the ring. Lorcan hits a running uppercut, levels Balor, and Lorcan covers him for the pin. So I guess this means in rankings, Cross is a bigger deal than Balor, even though Balor's the champion now. Cross attacks again. He attacks Lorcan post-match. Lorcan takes a few suplexes and he's laid out. Cross jumps Balor once again and chokes him out with a sleeper. Scarlett stops him and she helps Balor to his feet. Cross then lays him out with a shot to the back of the head. Scarlett places the NXT title belt on Balor's chest, whispers to him that everything happens for a reason. Scarlett and Cross stands over Balor for the win. Honestly, this is the worst Wednesday night for both shows in a long while. I think both sets of bookers are at a burnout level, creativity-wise. What's going on sucks. It's not a shot at the talent. Some of the talent are phenomenal, but week-to-week television booking is at an all-time low for both of these brands, NXT and AEW. And, I mean, Raw and SmackDown are even worse than all of that. So it's like, wrestling is a dying art, sadly. And that's just where it's at. Anyway, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.